ShinRobjira.
Today we're going to be talking about the Bandai Ultra Action Ultraman Trigger multi-type figure. For those who don't know, the very first episode of Ultraman Trigger premiered last Friday, and boy oh boy, let me tell you, it was extremely impressive. A mid-budgeted TV show doing more than a 112-minute multi-million-dollar movie. Go figure. Does that leave you Ultraman triggered? Yeah, that was a really bad and cringy joke. But anyway, from first glance, Ultraman Trigger multi-type is freaking amazing. Sure, he's missing some paint in some areas, but man, oh man, what an improvement over the 500 series version. I mean, is there even any competition here? The answer is no, of course, because this is a $5 figure, this is a $10 to $15 figure, and I'm a vinyl boy. I love me some vinyl, but this is just, get that out of here. Now, yes, I did mention him missing some paint. Most of that missing paint is going to be on his back. Now, I will admit, I was a little upset upon seeing this, especially after being spoiled with the likes of ShinRobjira having a fully painted back, but finding out that this is a mostly regular thing that happens with this line made me feel a little bit better. Still a wee bit disappointed, though. But even then, ShinRobjira really didn't have much going on his back anyway. Still just insanely impressed with how this figure looks from the front. Speaking of which, this box is beautiful. I love this box. And as compared to the super minimalistic box of ShinRobjira, it's honestly just really cool. It's awesome to see that Bandai goes all out with the packaging and even goes as far to have it match up with the figure's aesthetic. I love that with ShinRobjira, his design is very bare bones and the box mirrors that. Meanwhile, Ultraman Trigger's got the galaxy for the background, he's got the gold glittering everywhere on the front card over here. It's just really, really nice. Yes, I'm bringing this up because I am very impressed with it, but I'm also bringing it up because this is my second Ultra Action figure ever, and to see such a major difference between figures, their designs, and boxes is just really, really cool. I thought it would be handled a lot more bare-bonesedly. That's a word, right? But alas, I was wrong in my assumptions, and Ultraman Trigger is an absolute ultra eye-catcher. Let's take a closer look. From the word go, the Ultra Action Ultraman Trigger is just running circles around his Ultra 500 Hero Line counterpart. The gold is definitely golder. The metallic paint, both for the base silver, the gem up here, and the color timer at the center of the chest just feel more oomph. And the runic details on the chest plate, forearm guards, and even the shin guards over here is all of absolutely lovely quality. And it's nice to see that most of the paint here has taken to the figure very nicely. Yeah, we do have some bleed through over here, some messy application on the color timer, and a little bit on the forehead gem, the headlamp, whatever it's called, and even over here on the side of Trigger's head. But those are really, really, really small defects, and I am still just so very impressed with Ultraman Trigger's paint job. And his detail as well. Although, he is missing some silver paint on his forearm over here, and as you can tell from over here, just like his Ultra Hero 500 counterpart, he is only half painted. Kind of upsetting, but yet again, apparently this is something that the line just does. Yet again, I was just assuming that what we got with ShinRobjira would be what we got with everything else. But even with those minor upsets, the figure is still awesome and just an absolute dream, especially when compared to the 500 series counterpart. I mean, dang man, yeah, it's unpainted, but look at all that detail. It's awesome. If the unpainted backside does anything, it gets me hyped for the SH Figuarts Ultraman Trigger figure. Just want to let everybody know that I've been having the hardest time saying Trigger figure because I keep saying Trigger finger. It's just been such a hassle. Anyway, paint and detail, both fantastic. Going to give them both solid stars. Yes, he is missing paint, but it's a normal occurrence with the line, apparently, so I'm not going to take points off for things that the line does. Ultraman Trigger is colorful. I love that I can pick him out even with all of the Ultraman Tiga figures that I have because that gold is just working for him so very nicely. I honestly could not be any more impressed with the detail on this figure and even the paint. And this is coming from somebody who throws a titty fit over Funko Pops in 500 series being half painted. This thing is painted up so well that I truly don't mind the fact that there is less paint on him. That's how good it is. is. Moving on to articulation, Ultraman Trigger can look up about that far and down about that far. Mostly down than anything else. The head can look left and it can look right. I have been able to get the head to go all the way around, but I'm just really afraid to push this thing because I like this figure too much and I really don't want to break it. You're going to get a flapping motion at the arm. The arm can go all the way around like so. There will be a swivel at the bicep as well as a bend at the elbow, a swivel at the wrist. The double segmented fingers can move out like so, and in as well, both as a duo and as a solo act. The legs can kick forward about this far, but unfortunately, even with these ultra cheeks, the legs cannot kick back that far. But the kickback is made up with a rather lovely bend at the knee and a ball joint at the ankle, allowing for a pointing up and down motion and even giving you a somewhat decent pivot. Aiding in giving Ultraman Trigger some rather lovely pose options. Yes, not SH Figuarts or SH Monster Arts levels, but something definitely above the price tag of $10 to $15, I feel. So I am absolutely going to give Ultra Trigonometry over here a full star for articulation. Even with some glaring shortcomings, Ultraman Trigger's Ultra Action figure truly won me over. Yeah, I'm absolutely over the moon with excitement for the power and sky types of the Ultra Action line. Same with the Heroes 500 line, but you can tell that I'm more excited for the Ultra Action at this point. I mean, how could you not be? Look at this thing. Impressive, yes, I do wish he was fully painted on the side, but truly, Bandai did good here. They absolutely redeemed themselves from this upset of a release. I'm not even going to try and hide the fact that I'm recording this after the initial recording process of the video, but I just had so much fun posing this figure around with other different figures, and I really do feel like I skimped when talking about posability and showing off what this figure is capable of. So here's a bunch of images I took earlier today where I just had so much fun messing about with this. Now I know Ultraman figures, they really do lack emotion since, you know, the faces are the way they are, but even with that one little issue, you can still manage to get these figures in some really funny and interesting poses and still show off so much personality. That's why I really kind of did a couple different things here, just to showcase that this figure is capable of a lot more than you'd think and way more than the price really warrants it for. I mean, when it comes to Ultraman-based poses, when it comes to random-based poses that have absolutely nothing to do with Ultraman lore, these figures, I should say, absolutely take the cake and absolutely do more than I think a lot of people would give them credit for. Definitely did a lot more than I gave them credit for, that's for sure. I mean, look at all this. Jumping, posing, running, I should say. It's just such a great looking figure, and again, the excitement to get more of these is just so very high, and yeah, posability, this is awesome. I hope you don't mind that I added this in last minute. Let's get to the outro. Anyway, that's about going to wrap it up for this review, friends and neighbors. Do so hope you enjoyed, and I just wanted to update you all. I am still working on the SHMA Shin Godzilla review. The re-review of the movie monster series Shin Godzilla, I canned it. I really wasn't feeling talking about that figure again, and I feel like this guy just deserves more attention just because I've been putting off doing a re-review for him for quite some time. Shooting for a release next Friday, but it might be this Friday as well. We'll see how fast I work. I really don't want to rush this thing out. I hope you all understand, and I will see you all next time, which might be this Friday, but is more than likely going to be next Friday. We'll see. Yet again, hope you enjoyed. See you all next time. Peace.